Good to be here, man. I haven't seen this many people staring at me in one room since my surprise party surprise party intervention, whatever the kids are calling it today. I'm not really, the lingo changes quite often. So, well, whatever. It's good to be here. I love being a comedian. I've been a comedian for a few years. When I first started comedy, my mom said, "You'll never make it." My parents, I swear to God, they said, "You'll never make it." And I just want to say to them right now, good call. I'm at the Ramada Inn on Roosevelt Boulevard, for God's sakes, in Philadelphia. Comedy Central, here I come, right? Great. You know why I love playing Northeast Philly? I'll tell you why. The diversity. Look at this room. You got your white, your off-white, milky white, chalky white, pale white. This room's whiter than a John McCain lookalike contest, for God's sakes. Darken this place up, group it up a bit. So, a little bit about me. My name is Tim Grill. I am from this neighborhood. And while I'm up here, you may notice that I sway a little bit from side to side, or you may notice that I walk with a slight limp. And if you do notice this, you might be thinking this dude's high. So I'm going to clear the air right now and tell you that is not the only reason why I walk the way I do. The reason I walk the way I do, I was born with a disability. It's a true story. I was born with something called spina bifida. Anybody ever hear that? Yes. Cool. Rock on. Spina bifida in the house. Can I get a whoop whoop? Yeah, give it to me. Raise the crutches in the air. Now, it's pronounced spina bifida, and the reason I say that is because I still have an uncle who comes up to me after all this time. He's like, "Hey, Timmy, how's that spinal syphilis treating you?" And I got to tell him all the time, my spina bifida and my syphilis ain't got nothing to do with each other. You see what I'm saying with that? A lot of times I go out with a girl for the first time, she'll ask me, she says, "What exactly is spina bifida?" And I got nothing to hide. I tell her, I say, spina bifida is a condition that gave me a giant penis. And ladies, that's the reason I walk the way I do. All right. It's my story. I'm sticking to it. My grandmother could never pronounce the word spina bifida. Oh, she pronounced it in the cutest little way. She would pronounce it mental retardation. Thanks, Grandma. Thanks. It's great. But we just got her back, though. We just placed her in a home last week. We did. It's a lovely place, too. It's called Bed Bound and Beyond. Isn't that nice? She'll be happy there. Throw away the key for all I care. No, it's horrible to say. How dare I? Cops are tough in this town. I'm on my way up here just tonight. Cop yanks me out of my car. He says to me, he says, "Can you walk this straight line?" Yeah. Yeah, that's what he said. He said, "Can you walk this straight line?" I told him, I said, "You make it a circle, dude. You got yourself a deal." And we laughed and laughed all the way down to the roundhouse. It was great. It was a fun time. It was a fun time. So dating scene can be kind of rough for a guy with a disability. In fact, let me ask the audience a question. Have you guys ever heard the expression, once you go black, you? Never go back. You answered that way too quick there, dear. You're right on top of that. Your girlfriend's like, "Really? Wow." There is another saying, though, however. There is another saying. Once you go handicap, who we kidding? You're doing all the goddamn work. Actually, but I do want the ladies to know that I do have a doctor's note that allows me to just lay there, all right? I am covered. Now, but seriously, when it comes to sex, I'm holding my own. Sometimes 2, 3 times a day. Moving on. So, learn many valuable lessons being a disabled guy. First lesson I learned is life is good when we can laugh, right? Yeah, you gotta laugh at life. You really do. Second lesson I learned is, anybody want to take a guess as to who has the best damn parking spot in the whole room? Anybody? Anybody? Single ladies out there? I'm just throwing it out there. You're going to the mall tomorrow? You got a lot of shit to buy? You don't feel like walking too far to your car? Call me. I don't like to throw my weight around, but I can even get some of you honeys in the big bathroom stall. Seriously. Yeah, I know. Settle down, ladies. There's enough for Timmy to go around, okay? Let's keep the bras on, okay? Actually, take them off. So. Yeah, but, and in case you're wondering, too, because this is Northeast Philadelphia, anything goes in this room, I know that. Yes, I did ride the short bus to school. I know you guys are thinking it. I hated that short bus. You know why? Because it's like, let me explain the short bus to you. It's like, hey, how can we make the disabled kids feel more like normal kids? Hey, why don't we stick them on a bus that's obviously different from all the other buses and parade them around town like they're modern-day lepers? I hated that bus. They make us wear helmets and pads. We look like the goddamn Flyers coming home from a road trip. Horrible. Made me want to protest. Made me want to take to the streets and shout, "Let my people go." Only problem with that, as soon as they let my people go, most of us crack our heads open on the pavement. You see, we can't really do that. A few years ago, I tried to organize a Million Disabled Man march down there in Washington. This was a joke. First of all, it took us 6 weeks just to march 3 blocks. Took us another 2 days to climb all the steps of the Lincoln Memorial. By the time we got to the top, we forgot what the hell we were protesting about. I had to get back on the short bus and go home. And I was in the Special Olympics, too, as a kid. True story. I was the fastest kid they ever had. I was so fast, not only did I win the gold medal, I ran around twice more and picked up the silver and bronze while I was at it. It's a good time, good time. And, but you know who I hate? I hate these overachieving disabled people. These people piss me off. Always got a point to prove, you know? Last week I'm reading in the paper, this woman, she's blind, plays golf. She shot a hole in one. Does that impress anybody? Really? That doesn't impress me. You wouldn't impress me? Have that bitch drive home from the course. My hat's off to her, she can do that. That's impressive. Let's face it. And about 10 years ago, my mother came to me and she said, you know, doctor said with what you have, you'd never live past the age of 30. And I was like, Ma, I'm 28. 2 years I walked around like dead man walking and shit. Scared to death. But I try to stay healthy. I go to my doctors. I just got a prostate exam done. Thank you. Yeah, I know. How would you know? I like your way of thinking. We'll talk later. So anyway, no, I got a prostate exam done. I wasn't scared of the prostate exam. The only time I got scared was when my doctor lit some candles and threw a Barry White album on. I was a little worried. Maybe I'm not at the right guy. I don't know.